I'm okay. I just smoked another to the face, yeah. She wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you here up in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Coming with a dank, scrolling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though? And welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on Woodward.com. I'm your boy Eazy. That's my man Spin More Racks.
Yoo-hoo, baby.
We got young Chris in the TV. JB Smooth the ones and twos. And Spinny.
Yeah.
I probably should say this for next week, but it is exciting to talk about because we got out the mud for real. We're going to have to survive 2 more shows until we officially made it a year without getting fired.
Wow.
Yeah.
A year?
Yeah, or 3. Yeah, a year.
Not 100 days?
We're not on the live show, but as like the heavyweights.
As the heavies.
Yeah.
Really?
January 11th.
Wow.
You know?
Hey,
so you know what? Actually,
came out the gutter.
Because I'm gonna take the clip that John made that you guys saw on New Year's. Obviously, some good moments there. But anybody else in the Woodward Sports chat or that watches the Studio B, like if you have any clips or like anything that you want to recommend, yeah, because I kind of want to put them all together.
I know we got a lot of grimy clips from Studio B days.
Oh man,
a lot of grimy
those
clips.
archives are going to be
a lot of cancelable clips. We have to do the white balance on this camera.
Yeah.
I am just a round yellow man.
I know.
on the
I'm
2
just
shot.
a round you love man.
Can I
like
see it
your
again real
Mongolian,
quick? You can't even see my face.
like your Mongolian barbecue
yeah, dude.
avatar.
I got shout out to my guy Elias. He did the AI thing for me. Actually, I'll send it to you, Chris.
Text Adam, Chris.
For the white balance.
Yeah.
I think you gotta do it like after.
No, you can do it during. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
Oh yeah, with like the piece of
paper and stuff like that. Yeah. We got a big show for you guys. Obviously, we're talking Detroit Lions. It is kind of crazy to say that this is the last regular game of the season.
White balance, Spencer. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You are white balance, Spencer.
I'm a
Congratulations.
white man.
It's the last game of the season this week.
So far.
Regular season.
Dude's already counting us out. I love when they count me out.
I kind of like mentally though. I have to. That way I'm not let down.
You're not let down.
If it does happen, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you can go into it with low expectations. If you're a loser, you lose it.
That's how I was in the beginning of the year. I was, because
we are going to be live streaming from Sticks for the game.
Yes.
So.
Yep.
And it's a night game, so I'm gonna be pretty sloshed.
I can confirm I'll be there too now.
You
Are you
can
coming?
confirm?
Yeah.
You can? Hell yeah. That's what's up, man. Let's get some breaking news real quick before we get into today's topics. I want to talk about a certain wide receiver who used to play for Michigan, who's now officially in the transfer portal and received an offer from your alma mater.
Yes, yeah. Andrel Anthony entered the transfer portal. He's obviously getting a lot of offers from a lot of different schools, but he got an offer to MSU. He is from East Lansing, so there might be something there. Him and Keon Coleman would be pretty dirty on the outside together, I'm just saying. But, Andrel Anthony, he was underutilized at Michigan. Last year now, he only had 7 receptions for 80 yards and a touchdown.
Wow.
And we all remember his game against Michigan State in 2021 where he went for 6 catches, 155 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He was just unstoppable, but...
Has he been hurt?
Andrel, no. They just...
Wow.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I ain't Jim Harbaugh. Don't want to ask me, but Andrel, come on home, bud. Come on home. Rest at the bosom. Spartan Nation. Come on home, buddy.
Why?
You'll love it. You and Keon on the outside be dirty. Caden Hauser slinging you guys some balls. Pause. That would be dirty. I'm just saying. I don't know if it'll happen. It'd be cool. It'd be very cool.
I feel like you're on your way to making like a successful pitch, and then you threw in the word bosom. And caress.
I'm just saying, dude. Andrel Anthony and Keon Coleman on the outside together would be a problem.
It would be a problem. I mean, I thought Andrel Anthony was really good.
He was.
He's super talented at least.
He's super talented. He had a couple big drops this season, but that's what happens when you're only getting 1 target a game. You're not in a rhythm. You're not staying hot. So you can come to MSU. Come on, just do it. I'd love to see it. Obviously, the guy, he's from East Lansing.
Yeah. He's
gotten a lot of big offers, though. He's posted them all.
Who else was there?
Oklahoma, UCLA, Penn State, Purdue. All the big name schools have shot him an offer. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if he came back to East Lansing. Dude's from East Lansing. I'd love to see him come home and play for the Spartans.
It's kind of crazy because obviously, JJ was supposed to be the upgrade over McNamara, and for the most part, he is. Actually, 100%, sure. Without question, he is. But a lot of people, I feel like, expected more of like a passing offense from that point on. But Michigan still kind of did the Big Ten thing, and I mean, Andrew Anthony, I feel like he would be better in an air it out type offense.
Yeah, and that's what Michigan State is kind of leaning towards with a guy like Caden Hauser if he gets the starting spot next year, which we'll see what's going on, but a lot of people are saying he probably will. He might. Obviously, he has to win it in camp, but that dude is a gunslinger. He throws the ball around a lot, and that's the offense they should have been running all year last year, in my opinion, with guys like Trey Mosley, Jaden Reed, and Keon Coleman. But, man, that would be so awesome to see those two on the outside together. Two just alpha athletes. That'd be very cool.
Alpha it up.
I'd love to see Andrell in MSU green and white.
I just want it for the storylines.
That'd be a huge storyline.
Bring me the drama. You know what I'm saying? Like, have a Michigan guy flip to Michigan State. I don't think that's ever happened. Yeah. To my knowledge, I mean, maybe like way back in the day, but the transfer portal is like fairly new. But they've already like run the team and went to Michigan?
Yeah.
Or vice versa?
I'm pretty sure Ben Van Sumeren was a Michigan commit and then transfer portal to MSU.
Wow.
And it happens. But like I said, they weren't utilizing Andrell at Michigan for whatever reason. I don't know. You could say his drops, but he only had a couple, and those were only he had barely any targets this season. He had what? It doesn't show the targets, but like I said, he had
how many games?
I'm at the game log. So it's not
Sorry, making pew pew pew. I guess while you're looking that up, I do have to take care of.
He had 7 receptions in 14 games this year.
Not good.
Not good. I thought he was going to take a big step forward. I talked to Braylon about him a lot. Braylon
liked him a lot too. Yeah.
I thought he was their best wide receiver, and obviously
Braylon tweeted about him last year. I remember. Yeah.
The other guys fit the Jim Harbaugh style offense better, like Cornelius Johnson and AJ Henning and Ronnie Bell. The more short pass yak guys is also
Ronnie Bell be getting on there.
Andrell is a guy you throw contested balls to.
He's a true like X receiver, like an outside guy.
Yes. Yeah. And I didn't understand. I would always ask Sam Flannel during the year, why are they not utilizing Andrell Anthony at all in their offense? And
Braylon and I had a long conversation about it. Braylon couldn't even tell you. He was like, I'm kind of upset about it too. I mean, Ronnie Bell. I mean, I don't know what he did the year previously because I don't remember.
He got injured.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, he got injured.
That's right.
He was returning a punt. I forget who was against, but he got injured and missed the majority of the season.
I do got to take care of some other business, and I was supposed to do this at the top of the show, but I'm going to get out of the way.
Let's hear it.
It's such a bully, bro. This is crazy. I would just like to say that Beth is a very beautiful, smart, funny, and sweet woman that's extremely talented with scissors that are not positioned in my back as I read this statement. She most importantly is not a bully, and I apologize for the false statements that I made on yesterday's show. I had to get that out the way. You can leave now.
Very proud of you. Very proud of you, Eazy. Blink twice if you're in danger.
We're just gonna leave that there. I don't want to get in any more trouble. Dylan Larkin makes his 3rd All-Star team.
Yes,
that's pretty dope.
He got the nod. I'm happy for Larks. D-Boss. He deserves it. He's having a great year, and he deserves it.
Yeah. I have a question though, because last year when I was asking about Larkin, and people were saying once we get a true center or whatever, he'd be on the second line.
Yes.
How's that work in hockey to where he's an all-star, but at the same time a second-line guy?
It's it is what it is. In hockey, they have an all-star on every team.
Mm.
So he's obviously the best player on this team right now, but he is, he's got 13 goals, he's got 20 assists, and on 33 points this year. But he's your star center, your first-line center. You want a guy like McDavid, or you want a guy like Matthews. You want somebody that's going to score you 50 goals. And as good as Dylan Larkin is, he's not a 50-goal guy, and that's just what it is. To be flat, on a championship Stanley Cup contending team, he'd probably be your second center. So
it makes more sense now that I know that there's an all-star from every team. How close is I guess he's having a little bit of a sophomore slump. But my guy Sider, how close is he being that candidate for the Red Wings?
He's close. I mean, he's not really having, I don't know about sophomore slump. He's just being asked to do more. You know?
Yeah.
He's not, people know who he is now. He's getting a lot more ice time now.
Yeah. Is Larkin performing better
Yes.
than Sider
Larkin
as
is
a
the best
defenseman?
player on this team this year.
All right. As they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
Let's do that.
I'm still learning that one. There was an argument the other day. Actually, do you have the graphic from Sam Howell to get out the way? The blockhead one from yesterday?
It's probably in Slack. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'll get into this one then. Yesterday, I think it was or the day before, previous show, whenever it was, previously on Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
I want to start getting to I want a mailbag segment too.
Yeah.
YouTube chat, we love you guys. We almost be here a year now. Get us a damn mail. Come on, ask some damn questions. I guess people do call them some good questions.
We'll do it at the end of the day.
Okay.
Or end of the show, every show.
Well, Jeff and Adam do it at the end of every show.
Jocking the show.
Yep, we're jocking that topic because I like it too.
Yeah.
But they're asked who's closer to a championship between the Detroit teams. And I believe Adam ranked his, and his third team was the Tigers. Fourth team was the Pistons.
Yes.
And Jeff went off.
Jeff was not happy.
Yeah, Jeff was not having it. I'm curious what your answer is.
I understand where Adam's coming from how in baseball, if you want to be good, you can be good the next year because you can just go out and buy a team if you really want to.
Yeah.
That's where he was coming from. That's his sentiment is if the Tigers wanted to be in contention, they can be in contention. They can go out there and write a bunch of blank checks and bring in big-name guys. But for me, I'm with Jeff. I don't see the Tigers doing that. They haven't shown the fans that they're going to do that under Chris Ilitch, and the Pistons have the young talent. The Pistons have now 3 guys that you will build your franchise around in Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, and Jalen Duren.
Okay.
And you look at the secondary guys that they have along with that. Those are nice pieces, good rotational players in an actual contending team with guys like Sadiq Bey, obviously Bojan Bogdanovic, Killian Hayes. Those are guys you need as rotation players for teams, and they have the building blocks there of what will eventually make a great core for a contender in Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren, and Jaden Ivey. So I'm with Jeff on that. I think the Pistons are closer to contention, but I also, like I said, I see where Adam's coming from because if the Tigers want to contend, they can go out and put together a contender. You can't do that in the NBA where you can just go from one year terrible to the next year by just spending a bunch of money on people. You can't do that in the NBA, but in the MLB, you can go out and buy your whole roster if you want to. But they're not going to.
You summed it up perfectly. Like, they were both kind of right. The only difference is, like, if we're actually, like, pertaining the information to, I guess there's no way to be right because it's all, like, a theory, you know what I'm saying, or opinion. But, like,
hypothetical.
Yeah, there you go. Hypothetically. Oh, I'm about to destroy this. Hypothetically. Chris had a chance they had a chance to sign Carlos Correa.
Yes.
A guy who won a championship with the general manager that you have now. You had the bread. And they didn't want to pony up.
They didn't want to pony up.
So, like, although it is true in baseball, you can buy your championship, at least buy, like, your way to success, because there's no salary cap and all that good stuff like that. Chris Ilitch clearly isn't willing to do it.
He's proven that he's not willing to do that.
Especially at this point.
Yes.
So, it 100%, in my opinion, is the Pistons.
We'll see. If
the
Tigers don't sign 2 big-name free agents next season, I'll be very disappointed because Miggy will be off the books.
Dude, they just put how much money on Baez?
Yeah, but still, you can.
But when's Miggy? Okay, Miggy's off the books after this year.
After this year.
Is this final year of his contract?
Yes.
Oh, it is already?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
it does make sense.
He's done after this year. That's a big cap hit.
Were you going to say something, Chris?
That's a big.
No, I was just going to say that you hit the nail on the head with Chris Ilitch. It's right that in baseball you can change by spending, but he's kind of shown, at least to my outside knowledge, he's shown that he's not willing to do that.
100%.
So therefore, I would put the Pistons over the Tigers, even though realistically, in a normal baseball setting, you would probably say that they have a better chance just because Pistons are years away.
Yeah.
In baseball, you could change it in a week.
For sure. And you look at what Scott Harris is known to do and the situations he's been in.
Yeah.
Hopefully his brand of baseball is similar to that San Francisco brand to where you don't have to go out and spend a bunch of money on big guys and you can actually cultivate a team from the inside, from the farm system, bring up prospects that are actually doing something, put guys together that are actually doing something rather than going out and giving out $200 million contracts. But we'll see. I believe in Scott Harris. He comes from great stock. He has a great resume. And I believe he'll be able to turn the farm system around, but it's not going to be like that. It's going to take 5 years to build a reasonable farm system with the Detroit Tigers. And
Instead of signing big boy deals.
yeah, instead of signing big boy deals, because the only big boy deal you need to sign is the comfort foods at Big Boy, because wintertime in Detroit is always better with comfort foods from Big Boy. Try the classic meatloaf or Cajun chicken Alfredo. What about breakfast? The stuffed potato pancakes are back. The Lumberjack, Santa Fe Garden, or Blockbuster. You throw some hot sauce, some ketchup on those boys, that is fire. So make sure you stop by your local Big Boy today and satisfy those taste buds.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
When it comes to making your haircut truly an experience, there's no better place than Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Come to any one of our 26 Metro Detroit locations for an award-winning haircut experience and qualify for a chance to win a down payment for your dream home up to $200,000. Our precision haircut and talented stylists will have you looking good, feeling good, and give you a chance to change your life forever. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
What's a winter wonderland if you can't shop, eat, and play? Lucky for you, you can do it all at the Downtown Detroit Markets, Cadillac Lodge, and the new winter version of the Monroe Street Midway, all located just across the street from Campus Martius Park. Find the fun at deckedoutdetroit.com.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Chili Peppers, Tangs, where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Spotless, sanitized rooms when trade and certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club where they got all the best deals, where they beat all competitors by $5.
$6?
No, $5.
Oh.
$5. Don't get my Siri going. Don't forget to pick up Australian Gold, Designer Skin, Caltan, Swedish Beauty Lotions, ChiliPeppersTanning.com, the hottest balls, the hottest deals, the darkest tans, your Vitamin D headquarters, 27 locations, and more on the way.
Chili Peppers Tan.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodsports.com.
How much do you miss the Chili Peppers Tanning read, Eazy?
I feel like I was going to get canceled one day, so I had to,
Siri just did that again. It said, okay,
Siri.
I added it, and I just cut it.
$5. Hey Siri, Venmo Eazy, $5. Obviously,
Your
name's
government's
Chris.
in my phone, so that's not gonna work.
Yeah, I have ADD. You guys know that now, right?
Obviously, your name's Chris. What the, like,
I know. Well, I was saying that, then he started talking about something. I don't know. Well, you guys know, like, I have ADD. So like when I have conversations and like a name, whatever. If a word ties into like a song that I know, I automatically go into like singing that song
I
within
do
my
that
head.
too.
Yeah.
So every time I hear Chris, I'm always like, Chris down in that building. Like during the break, I started singing that. Whatever, give me that. I think it's called.
Yeah. Give me that.
Does anybody know what the hell he's actually saying? Like, I don't even know what he says.
I think he says, "Mommy, I think you're 3 years older. Give me that."
Oh, sounds weird when you say it like
I
that.
know.
Like, it's just like plain English. What do you think it is, Chris? You're the music guy.
Yeah, that's one of the first CDs I ever bought, but I still have no idea what that is. I just know, no, give me that.
I had some fire CDs in my basement when I was like going cleaning stuff out. I found a Big Willie style, Will Smith.
Get jiggy with it.
I found Chumbawamba.
I have lost and found Will Smith as well.
Toxicity, System of a Down. I was like, dude, this is a treasure trove.
Do you know the first CD you guys ever bought?
The one that first CD that I've actually purchased was 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
Mine was a Jefferson Starship album. I forget what it was.
What is that?
It's a band.
What do they sing?
It's like classic rock.
Well, now I feel just embarrassed saying mine.
What is it?
The All That soundtrack.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, no, that's not embarrassing.
That's the one I bought with my own money too, back when I was super young.
Yeah, because before I used to get them.
We used to have that
gifts.
like you know that like 20th century like greatest hits, like all
Yeah,
those
yeah.
albums. We had
I
like
was
the
getting
catalog.
Nows for Christmas.
Yeah, now CDs.
We had like
Yeah.
the catalog. It
Now
was like
Five's my
20th
first.
century. Well, not now. It was like the greatest hits of different bands. It's called
Yeah.
like 20th century or something like that.
Oh.
And I got a Jefferson. It was either Jefferson Starship or Jefferson Airplane. I can't remember.
The yeah.
Mine
Move
was
on.
101 Thug Motivation, Young Jeezy. Great first CD.
you
I ever
purchased?
bought. With my own money, yeah.
Yeah. I never get shout out to ANTT. She I think it was my 10th birthday, or maybe it was my 12th or whatever, but she got me like Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
Yeah.
And that one song that was I could have been like maybe younger, but remember that Kevin Little song? It Turn Me On.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like it was popping, but she bought me his whole CD and I was like, I'm never gonna listen to like any other song on this album.
Yeah.
I was walking around the house like, chill.
Somebody, Dad with Tourette's in the Woodward Sports chat says his first album was Nelly's first album, unedited. He only heard radio version until then. And
That's it.
anytime I hear
remember
country
having that
grammar,
too.
I think of my late grandfather, because at his funeral, we were like at the dinner after his funeral or the luncheon, and my uncle was making a speech, and like so everybody was quiet, and they were just banging country grammar in the kitchen. You could just hear him playing. And my uncle's giving this heartfelt speech, and they're just banging country grammar. I was like, hey.
Yeah, because at that
least
point
a good
too, my aunt's boyfriend used to just burn CDs, so I never had to actually purchase a CD till 2014, Forest Hills Drive. I had all the bangers.
Dude, hearing the unedited version of Big Timers Get Your Roll On
What is
in the
it?
car with my mom, I'm like, oh, I should not be playing this.
Yeah.
Say it.
No, I can't.
I remember I got in the car with my friend and his mom, and he played "Up in It" by Wiz Khalifa.
Whoa.
And I was like, bro, you're driving around with your mom right now. I was like, waking up the neighbors, you can hear the headboard shaking. I leave all your body parts aching. I was like, oh my god, dude,
Yeah,
this
that's
is
wild.
so awkward.
That kid is weird.
Yeah.
Who do I know this guy?
No. It was funny though, but I felt a little scared in the backseat.
All right, guys. I'm gonna call it audible on the prep sheet. If you're cool with that. Just because Omaha. But just because we'll talk Detroit Lions all day, but I do want to get this out of the way because I already see a little bit of comments in the Woodward Sports chat, kind of discussing this a little bit about Scoot Henderson.
Yes.
And our guy Zurich, if you guys remember Prince Zurich, who used to come in the summertime, we discussed some basketball topics with him. He had this tweet he popped out today, and we actually had a little bit of this discussion too. We talking about if the Detroit Pistons land the number 2 overall pick, where you can't get Victor Wembanyama. What do you do with Scoot at that point? Because he's the second best prospect in this draft class, without a doubt. Do you draft for position of need, or do you trade the pick? Obviously, I was camp trade the pick.
Yeah.
But go throw that back up there, Chris, if you don't mind. Between these two gentlemen, who you picking? Who you trading Scoot for?
Do you want my answer?
Or you keep it Scoot?
You want my answer first?
Yeah.
Between those two gentlemen, yes. Yes, I am trading the pick if either of those two gentlemen are on the table. Preferably, I'd take Jaylen Brown. I think he fits a little better. I think he plays more defense. I don't know. Bringing Devin Booker in is another ball dominant guy, and he doesn't play. He's all right on defense, but he's not like Jaylen Brown on defense. And I think if Jaylen Brown was made available, if Jaylen Brown was made available by the Celtics, I'd say you go after him for sure. Obviously, you'd take more of a package. Pause. But if you have the number 2 pick, you go after a guy like Jaylen Brown. I would love that. Another one I'd like that we talked about, which would take an even bigger package to get, is Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
If you could trade, because they're in need of a point guard. They're
not trading him.
They're in need of a point guard. Anthony Edwards is not having fun in Minnesota. I wouldn't have fun if I was playing with Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert either. Don't like either of those guys. I at least respect Cat for his game, but I don't like him. I hate Rudy Gobert. But I would go and hit up the Timberwolves and be like, what's going on with that? What's going on with that, man? Because he doesn't want to be there.
100%.
And he is an all-world player. And he would be a great fit next to Cade and Ivy. You could fit him in that 3 spot perfectly. It would obviously take more pieces. You'd probably have to give up the 2nd pick, your 1st round pick next year, and Sadiq Bey, plus some other stuff to get a guy like Anthony Edwards. But that's what I would do.
Okay, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure you guys hit that like button as you come in too. But we're obviously discussing we actually got a heated debate about this last time. Kind of took over the show. It was kind of fun. But if the Detroit Pistons landed the number 2 overall pick in the NBA draft, do they keep Scoot, which I don't think you should do that at that point, or if you could trade for Devin Booker and or Jaylen Brown, which one would it be? Chris Brown.
I gotta call that audible that Spencer called, Anthony Edwards, because that's actually what I tweeted back. That's what I tweeted back at our boy when he posted that tweet, because everything Spencer said, that would be the one situation where Minnesota would actually do it, because again, they would rather give up Towns and Gobert before Edwards. But if Edwards demands a trade, you're getting a young guard in return. That's kind of the best case scenario that Minnesota would get in a potential Anthony Edwards trade, because again, there's no reason you would trade a guy who's could maybe be a top 10 player in the league someday, especially when he's on a rookie contract and you can extend him. So realistically, it's probably not likely, but I would love to have him in Detroit. But if I'm picking between the two, I would end up picking Devin Booker, just because I feel like the Pistons need a lot more offense than they do defense. I like what Jalen Duren projects on defensively. I like Cade. I like Ivy. I like the tools around him, and like Spencer said, Devin Booker is an alright defender. So I would consider Devin Booker over Jaylen Brown, just because he's more of a creator and more of a pure scorer, and I think that's what the Pistons need. But you can't go wrong with either one, honestly.
Nah, I'm with you on the second part of that. JB.
What's up?
What's up? Yo,
what's up? How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Honestly, I would want Devin Booker. I'm not going to pull audible like Spencer and Chris, although I would love Anthony Edwards here to Detroit as well, too. But, yeah, I would want Devin Booker, but honestly, you're probably going to end up with Jaylen Brown if you do end up deciding to trade.
I feel like Jaylen Brown will cost you less, too.
Yes, that too as well.
Yeah, Devin just re-upped.
I mean, like less than a trade package.
Oh,
yeah.
Like you would have to. Obviously, it wouldn't be just Scoot Henderson 1-for-1 for either of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
But Devin Booker is, he's a superstar. Yeah. He's a certified superstar. So Jaylen Brown is still viewed as a 2.
Yeah.
So I think you could get Jaylen Brown for giving up less.
I think
and he plays better defense.
It's tough. Like I guess the campaigns I'd make for each guy is with Jaylen Brown. He's a little bit bigger. I think he could. He plays. I'd say he's better on defense, actually, for sure.
He is, for sure.
He can guard, like, multiple positions, or at least more than Devin. I'm not saying he's guarding, like, all 5 guys or anything like that, but there's that aspect of it, right? He could play the 2 or he could play the 3 for you. It doesn't matter. He also can spot up and shoot. Mm-hmm. He's getting better at dribbling and going to the basket. He sets screens. I like that for Cade. That's what I wanted out of, Benedict Mathurin. That was, like, one of my guys I could see him being. I mean, not, like, obviously perfect parallel comparison there. But with Devin, you get the Michigan kid.
Yes.
That always wanted to be a Detroit Piston.
Yeah, pair him with Ivy, who's also...
He's got a little swagger to him, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'll be on there chirping with Clay. He's not scared to talk his shit. And, like, I kind of feel like you need a little bit of that, too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, who is the biggest trash talker on our team right now? I don't even think we have one, to be for real.
Beef Stew, probably.
Beef Stew. But he's like less... Shit, yeah, he does. But it's less like...
It's like Paulo Banchero's a bitch to his face.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It's more like that that just naturally comes out. Like when you have dunk, like, bitch! It's like that type of shit. Well, I want someone who's like in your, I'm saying, like just talking shit to the other guy. Kevin Garnett,
Kevin Garnett is a crazy
That's
person.
Next level. That's next level.
You don't want
I love KG.
But just, I don't know, a little bit of that. Devin's got that. So like you said, I don't think there's you can go wrong either way. If I had to pick one, I guess.
KG's getting canceled in 2023
KG
NBA.
get a shit ton of technicals. Well, I love Kevin Garnett, man. He's one of my favorite players ever.
And with K too, having a pure shooter like Devin, like that would be nice. But per my philosophy, I'd have to go Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
Because you guys know I am. Wings when you rings.
That's fair.
That's what you get out of it.
That's fair. I wouldn't be mad with either. It's a better wing though.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards. But that's from a different story. That's from
and on the Pistons timeline.
Why don't you tell us about Svies?
Svies? I'll tell you about the Svies because right now you got to be sure to check out this week for your commercial insurance review. Many businesses choose to do this on January 1st. That's typically what's normal. But Swiss can help you make sure you have proper coverage right now. Swiss Insurance gives you a shot, and you won't be disappointed. Give them a shot, too. Mark at SwissINS.com. Again, that's Mark at SwissINS.com. Make sure you guys send them an email and get your commercial insurance review. This is Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991, yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodsports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Morak.
Yoo-hoo, baby!
We got young Chris in the TD booth. I'm yellow again. What is this?
I don't know.
It's out of pocket. We got JB Smooth with 1 to 2s. I want to tell you guys you can't call it audible because he's not on the trade market, but neither are the other two, so that'd be stupid.
Yep.
So moving on. Talking football. Obviously, Detroit Lions have the biggest game of the season coming up. It's nice to be able to say they have the biggest game of the season coming up in the last game. Obviously, it'd be a lot nicer to say they're,
comfortable.
Yeah, fighting for like a different seeding or something, or to maintain the #1 seed, whatever you may go with that one. But nonetheless, we're kind of blessed to be in this scenario as Detroit Lions fans to say that they are fighting for this. With that being said, Spinny, I want to know from you, how do they get it done?
How do they get it done?
Yeah.
How do they get it done?
Are
you asking me how they get it done? There are obviously a lot of cliches, but they all are accurate in this situation. Obviously, you got to pound the run game. You got to take care of keep Aaron Rodgers and the Packers offense off of the field as much as possible. Control the game, run the clock. You got to get to Aaron Rodgers too. You can't let him run around there, do his thing in the backfield, do whatever he wants, make his magic discount double check shit happen. You got to get to him and get him on the ground. Another thing they have to do, which they've been doing for a majority of their games in this streak of good football, is win the turnover battle. You can't cough the ball up, especially on the road, in a hostile environment, in the winter, in a must-win game. You cannot turn the ball over. And what they did well against the Packers in their first matchup was force turnovers on Aaron Rodgers, and I think you need to continue to do that. Now, I'm not saying Aiden Hutchinson needs to get another interception, which, hey, if he does, that's cool, but you need to get to Aaron Rodgers and hopefully get the ball out when you do get to him. Mm-hmm. Or force him to make bad reads because you have so much pressure in his face that he throws another interception. And then finally, you got to take advantage when you're in the red zone. Can't settle for field goals, which this Lions offense has been pretty damn good at punching it in when they get in the red zone. So they need to continue that. If they get in the red zone, you need to score touchdowns. You need to score touchdowns because I don't want it to be a one-possession game with a minute left and Aaron Rodgers getting the ball. That is not what I want out of this game. So they need to take care of the rock. They need to punctuate their drives with touchdowns. They need to get to Aaron Rodgers and make sure you get Jamaal Williams and DeAndre Swift going early.
I'm with you. For me, obviously you want to contain Aaron Rodgers. You don't want to let him get going. He is known as a bad man. He has some weapons in Christian Watson, but we don't know that he's actually playing. Actually, the final injury report came out today.
It's questionable.
Still questionable.
They didn't list any of
me to read it?
Not in English this time, yeah.
Yeah, not in Spanish.
I wouldn't mind that, but yeah. What were you saying?
They didn't list any. They only listed one as questionable, and the rest of them didn't have listings as their game time, on their status for the game.
Okay. Detroit's number 4 in offense in red zone scoring percentage, by the way. But for me, it's run the ball. I think that's how they get it done. Green Bay this year has been pitiful in terms of run defense. Last time we played them. Now, we've had a discussion a couple weeks back about Jamaal. He's like your short yardage back, your goal line back, that type of guy. He's the hammer to get you those extra short yard situations. I was never the big fan of giving him the ball at
first and 10.
Yeah, I just never felt him as that type of back to utilize. But against the shitty Chicago Bears, run defense, He put up, 144 last
Yes.
week? This being a game in which he could hit his first 1,000-yard season. He only needs 6 more yards. He also could tie Barry Sanders for that 16. Does he tie it or break it?
No, he ties it with 16.
Okay.
He needs
That's
2
still
to break the
remarkable.
record.
That's still remarkable. As a, from a backup. I mean, that speaks to this offensive line a little bit there too. But for me, run the damn ball. Because when you do that, you also kind of take place in helping out what you're talking about and just limiting Aaron Rodgers and what he can do. Because you're keeping the ball out of his hand. You're winning that time of possession. It's the frozen tundra. And we all know what the stats are with Jared Goff when it's below 30 degrees. They're not good. And if we don't all know, I'll find it during the break. Because we had it somewhere. We discussed it a few weeks back before that Jets game. But run the ball. Keep it out of their hands. Because another thing, too, Jared Goff. He's been playing phenomenal, playing out of his gizzard. All right, dude hasn't thrown an interception since Green Bay against Jair Alexander. So knowing that he doesn't perform his best in the cold or on the road, and that's not a hating situation. That's like by the numbers, factual information. Don't give Jair, especially coming off the game he just had against what someone argues the best wide receiver in Justin Jefferson. Don't give Jair any situation to eat off of. You know what I'm saying? Spread the ball out, pass whoever you got to, stay away from him. Matter of fact, that's the number one key.
That's what I heard it on BDE today, because we did the NFL nickel package, and one of the things I put in there was who's going to finish with more passing yards, Aaron Rodgers or Jared Goff. Yeah. And D-Mac made a great point. He said, I don't know if I want Jared Goff to have more passing yards than Aaron Rodgers, because that would mean that the running game is not as effective as you'd like it to be.
Correct.
And that's what I want to see. Do I want to see Jared Goff go out there and throw 400 yards and 3 touchdowns? Like, yeah, I'd love for that to happen. But I'd rather see the running game be going crazy. I'd rather see the running game dominate this game.
Yeah.
Have them busting off yards at a good clip, taking care of the football, suffocating the Packers with runs, which, again, like I said, keeps the offense off the field, keeps Aaron Rodgers and the Packers offense off the field, and has the game clock in your hand. You weaponize the game clock when you can run the ball like that.
Yes.
And so hopefully, that offensive line is feeling juiced up after that performance against Chicago. Hopefully those running backs are feeling good. Obviously, Jamaal Williams is no stranger to playing winter games in Lambeau with his time with the Green Bay Packers. So I'm excited for it, man. I want to see that run game really take a stranglehold over this game.
Yeah. And because, again, like you said, though, run the ball, because that's what's kind of been carrying this Green Bay team as of late. Has been a defense and a combination of the special teams, too. I know it's Chad's boy, but Nixon. I don't know how to say his first name. Is Keyshawn? Keyshawn Nixon. I'm confident in our special teams. I don't think he's going to do like any of that type of stuff to us, but I don't want to find out.
I don't want to find out.
Kick away.
Kick the ball out of the back of the end zone every single time.
Just like I said, don't throw it towards Jair. Kick away from Keyshawn. I don't want none of that smoke.
Yes.
All right. I'm not trying to find out about him. I know he's fairly new. He was with the Las Vegas Raiders before. He never returned punts and he's new to returning punts now with Green Bay, but also was new to returning kicks too. Yeah. That wasn't his role in L.A. I'm sorry. Jeez, Pete's.
Las Vegas.
Yeah. But now he is, and he's quite clearly a dog at it. If you look at Aaron Rodgers' stats throughout this 4-game win streak, he's never thrown for more than 1 touchdown. They've been truly team victories.
Yes.
And if we're gonna play that style of ball, let's keep the ball out of their hands. Let's not give them opportunities to create turnovers.
Explosive plays.
Yeah, the same way you had that offensive line and defensive line come out first last week against Chicago because we want to establish our trenches as a thing. Same thing. Run that damn ball. Establish your dominance. Stay in their heads.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, too. If you do decide to pass the ball, what's Jared Goff great at?
Play action.
Play action. Even as a Jared Goff hater, I'll tell you, Jared Goff is great in play action. That's because he's
his bread and butter.
It's his bread and butter.
Yeah.
He's more of a cerebral type of football player when he's out there. So I'm not going to discredit anything like that. But keep the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands. Keep the ball on the ground. Weaponize it to the time of possession, much like you said.
Yeah.
JB, I know you had a little extra time to prep today too, so I want to hear what you think the Detroit Lions got to do to beat the Packers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Crash again.
What's it? Oh,
the stream crashed or his camera?
Just his camera.
Oh, okay.
It's so annoying.
I'll do this then. JB.
Yeah, what's up?
What do you think?
Something for me?
Yeah, can you do something?
The Lions have to repeat Week 9 success once again. Everything that you guys said: establish the run, win the turnover battle. Swift is back. This is a slightly different Lions and Packers team that they're going to see coming into this week. So whether that's establishing the run, as you guys have said many times before, with Swift, and Jamaal. He's set to tie Barry Sanders' record. Even, hell, who knows? Maybe even break it this time. Who knows? But still, you got to do both of those things, and also trust in Ben Johnson as well, too, because once their run gets going, it opens everything up in the offense for Jared Goff in that passing game.
For sure. It makes it, when Jared Goff is at his best, like you said, is when the running game is going, when he's able to hit those play action passes deep down the field, and that's what you need to see. Because it makes it easier on everybody. It makes it easier on the defense because they're fresher, because they're spending more time on the sideline. They're not worried about Aaron Rodgers at all times. It makes it easier on the offensive line because offensive linemen like run blocking more than they like pass blocking. They like going out there and hitting dudes and moving dudes rather than waiting for them to come to them. And it helps out Jared Goff because it makes the game easier for him. He doesn't have to worry about dropping back 30 times a game. He can just hand the ball off and take his shots when they present themselves. So, running game, you got to tote the pill, man. You need to if you're the Detroit Lions and you want to win this game, especially, like you said, in the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field, a cold weather game, Sunday Night Football in January. You want to go on national television and show the world your identity. Show, because as much as the Lions have been in the names of media, have been in the mouths of media pundits, they haven't been available to the national public. This is their first primetime game of the year outside of Thanksgiving. Go out there and show them what this offensive line is made of. Go out there and show them what this brand new Lions team is built on, which is smash mouth running the football.
I like that. You want to open the phone lines for that one?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. I'll put the phone number in the chat. Before we do that, though, Speedy, can you tell us about Planet Fitness?
I will. Because Planet Fitness is the official studio sponsor of Woodward Sports. Also has home of the Judgment Free Zone, where you can work out for just $10 a month or upgrade to the Black Card for unlimited guest privileges, hydro massage, and much more. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
At Alta,
Uptime
matters. Alta Equipment has everything you need to get the job done. You got a big project coming up? Alta has you covered. Make sure you give them a call today at 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Again, that's 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Alta Equipment, where
Uptime
matters. What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Mo Rax. We got young Chris. What are you smiling about?
I'm just happy that the camera's good now.
Oh, JB's camera's on?
No, it's just this one.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this thing.
Yeah.
Still a little yellow, but nothing wrong with that one. Speaking of that, I do got to send you that photo we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
But we're kind of just discussing the things Detroit Lions have to do to win this game. Dan, I'm sorry, I'm pulling audibles like crazy right now. But did you listen to Dan Campbell speak today?
No, I did not.
I guess they have they're mandating all Detroit Lions players wear the longer cleats.
Yeah.
Because of the field conditions. But
Jamaal spoke on that too.
Yeah. What do you say?
He's talking about you don't wear the bedazzled cute cleats. Wear your best cleats. The best things you can have to stay out there, get into the field, because it is field conditions are going to be great.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's one of the things of playing outdoors. I mean, Jamaal was in Green Bay for the first 4 years of his career. Who knows better than him? I'm glad to have him in this situation. But speaking of turf, while people call in and give us what the Detroit Lions need to do to win this game, one of the reasons I think the Detroit Lions are winning is the ownership, the accountability that Sheila Hemp has held herself to. And it's been one that you and I kind of spoke on, I think even before the season started. We've kind of been patient with like turning the page from the same old Lions. That we set like certain standards or parameters that need to be there. Although I have no problem calling them the brand new Lions as of now, because there's been little SOL like within this season. There's been moments, but a lot more brand new stuff, a lot more stuff that you can buy in and believe in. And part of buying in and believing in is Sheila Ford Hamp and what she's done with this team. I mean, one of the reasons I called her Sheila Hamp is she literally ex-nayed the Ford, which is insane. That is the inventor of the automobile. You know what I'm saying? That's a historic, a proud name to have, And she's like, nah, not in terms of like selling some Detroit Lions tickets, not in terms of like making these Lions fans happy. She went through. She got the help of Chris Spielman, an actual football mind. That's one of the things people bitched about when it comes to this organization, was the fact that they let Rod Wood run everything financially, like, through like the books rather than like football. You know what I'm saying? And herself, I mean, obviously her family's owned the team, but in all due respect, she doesn't hold the same football intellect as a Chris Spielman. But she went and got him. He got Dan Campbell. They got Holmes. And then Campbell, and you're just starting to see the effects of it. But she added another thing to that list, by the way, the draft. She's bringing the draft. Dude, she's a badass. They're changing the turf. I don't know if you guys heard the news. There's not going to be that 18 playoff that we were hoping for yesterday. We were thinking the Detroit Lions have better odds of sneaking in. That's no longer the case. What they're now going to do is the AFC Championship game, depending on who's in it, will be played. Yep. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so why Ford Field in Detroit is not available for the possible AFC Championship game, and that's because they're actually installing brand new turf next month. Only a month after the season ends, they're going to be installing their brand new turf, which I don't know if you guys remember throughout the season. We kind of, actually, on this show, we questioned a little bit of why is this team experiencing so many injuries? Yeah. And turf became like, maybe one of the reasons. We saw Deshaun Elliott bitch about the turf throughout the season. And Sheila Hamp, aware of that, taking accountability of that, and is giving this team every possible advantage to compete and stay healthy and win games. And I don't know, man. I know this is why I said the tweet. Flowers don't grow from turf. Yeah. But Sheila deserves some.
Sheila deserves some for sure, because obviously you've already spoken on what she's done, helping put the Lions on the map in the national media perspective, not only with Hard Knocks, but with the draft, and putting them out there, going out there and talking to reporters when the Lions were at their lowest point in the season at practice, when the Lions were 1-6, and they're fighting back. They're trying to, all the fans were off of it. I said I was on the edge of the plank, but I didn't jump off yet. And Sheila went out there and addressed the media, something that she was instructed not to do, but something that she felt she needed to do as the owner of this team, as the face of the Detroit Lions. She went out there and she talked to the media and she told everybody, relax, we believe in these guys, gave them the vote of confidence, and that helped kind of ease some people. And then you see the Lions break off the run that they're doing in such a fashion. It makes it a lot better when you hear stuff like that coming from the source, coming from the top, coming from the tippy top, which is Sheila Hamp. And what she's done not only for the optics of the team, but internally, like you said, tying up with Chris Spielman, getting a guy like Dan Campbell, getting a guy like Brad Holmes, who is the best GM that the Detroit Lions have ever seen already. And it's just impressive to me how she's turned this around, because this rebuild was the first year of the rebuild, really. The teardown happened and then the rebuild started, and they're already in playoff contention. So it's very impressive for her to have kind of flipped the script so fast after taking over, seemingly doing all the right things, not only with the people that she puts in power, but the decisions and the lucrative movements she's doing within the NFL. Like we said, like we mentioned, getting Hard Knocks, getting the draft, doing things like this where she sees that things are happening, that the turf is not working, that players are not liking the turf. Tracy Walker went out there and said it was basically because of the turf that he got injured. We know all around the league that has been happening. Players don't like playing on turf. And she said, all right, we're going to change it. And she's going to change. And you know how expensive that probably is? Yeah. Obviously, it doesn't. She's got it. She's got it. She's got it covered. She got it. But still, it's something that didn't need to be happening. Something the Lions Ford Field didn't need to happen. But she went out there and made it happen because it's for the best of her team and for the best of her employees. She's the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. She's the best around.
All right. But seriously, there are three different types of, just like there's three different types of grass, there's three different types of turf. And this is from PrideDetroit.com. There's monofilament, dual fiber, and slit film. According to NFLPA studies, there are currently 7 teams that use the slit film in their stadiums. It's the Giants, Jets, Lions, Vikings. The Vikings, that's the same turf that Walker got hurt on. New Orleans Saints, Indianapolis Colts, and the Bengals. And per studies done by the NFLPA and scientists, whatever, that has been discovered to be the least safe turf in the NFL is that slit film the Detroit Lions currently have. Now, I guess that the turf was scheduled to get changed either way in 2024, but with the Detroit Lions not hosting a playoff game, again, this is why you love Sheila, who actually gives a F-U-C-K. She's having it done next month.
Yes.
So not only, like you said, is it probably expensive to refurbish the entire field with brand new turf, but it also, to move it up from 2024 to next month, I feel like it's probably a little bit expensive too.
For sure.
It's just, you got to give her the flowers, man. She actually gives a shit about the town, about the city, and clearly about the team at this point too. And we mentioned like some of the stuff she did right now as part of like the reason to give her flowers. But I forgot to mention one other thing. She put her office right in between both Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes.
Yes.
There's Campbell, Sheila, Holmes. That way, just to keep them on their ass a little bit. I mean, we all hate when our bosses are around at work because you're kind of forced to, only work at that point. Mm-hmm. And she's right in between them.
She said, y'all ain't going nowhere.
100%. Yeah. I'm going to hear you if you're on the xxnx.com. All right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to walk in there, and I'm going to bust you while you're busting. No, but she's
Jesus Christ.
But again, I always talk about the Jocko Willink thing, accountability and ownership,
yes,
for leadership. And she's done that. She hasn't shied away from the fact that historically the Detroit Lions ownership just hasn't been great. And like you said too, that interview was very telling as well.
Yes.
And it's just, I think
she took accountability. She didn't have to do that. She was actually instructed by PR not to do that.
Literally.
And she said, "No, too bad, suck it." And she went out there and she talked to the media and gave them real, heartfelt responses to their questions. And it kind of put people at ease. And then, of course, the Lions turned around after that, so that puts you more at ease.
100%. And she must have been on their ass at that moment too. Talk about the Lions get done. Talked about Sheila, helping usher in the brand new Lions. And speaking of brand new Lions, Jamaal Williams was a free agent signing here, and either we're gonna have to replace him with a brand new Lion or re-up him.
Re-up him.
We're gonna talk about it when we come back, but not before you tell me about the butcher.
I will, because the official meat supplier of the Woodward Sports Network is the Butchery. You can call 248-682-2697. Yes, that's 248-682-COWS. Or move on over and order online at thebutcherysl.com. Shipping included for Woodward Sports customers. The Butchery, meats, eats, and treats. Sandwiches to die for. Wagyu meats and artisan breads inspired by the legend Chef Dave. Only the best of the best for our meat-loving customers. An old-school butcher shop from a new-school perspective.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. Because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
As chilly weather approaches, Big Boy's got the perfect comfort meals for you. Try our hearty classic meatloaf or our creamy Cajun chicken Alfredo. These will be sure to leave you craving for more. How about breakfast? Our stuffed potato pancakes are back with our lumberjack, blockbuster, and Santa Fe Garden. These potato pancakes will definitely fill you up. Whether it's for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, come stock up on the perfect comfort meal today. We'll see you soon at Big Boy.
My name is Lee. I've lost 35 pounds on the Custom Health Center program. So the 3 biggest benefits that I've gotten from this program has been I'm not snoring anymore, I have a lot of energy, it's great, and oh, by the way, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
The Midway has swapped out roller skating, basketball, and mini golf for a giant Arctic slide, winter bumper cars, an indoor arcade, and puck putt. With free at puck putt.
I'm yellow again.
Puck putt. With free entry to the site, enjoy a variety of new activities aimed at creating exceptional winter experiences for everyone. Get to the Midway this winter to enjoy tasty treats, while making magical memories during the most wonderful time of the year. And those tasty treats include burgers, pierogies, homemade chili, chicken sandwiches, and mac and cheese bites, plus gluten-free and vegan goodies. Of course, coming soon, the Woodward Sports Winter Olympics. You'll be able to compete against Darren McCarty, Braylon Edwards, Adam, Ryan Armani, the heavyweights, and all of the Woodward Sports family in Monroe Street Midway Games. So make sure you go downtown and check out the Monroe Street Midway, presented by Bedrock Detroit.
Hey, yo, Spinny.
Huh?
Who do you think's the best impersonations on the show?
The best impersonation?
Yeah. Who does the best impersonations?
I don't know.
I think it's you.
Me?
Yeah. I mean, well, this is a little. This question is a little bit of a combination. Oh, I'm better at accents than you, buddy.
No, you're not.
Oh yeah. You don't have an accent off right now?
You want to?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Our guy Noah M is listening while at Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
All right. We asked for mailbag questions, and he shot one through. He wants some motivation, Dan Campbell style.
Some motivation?
Yeah.
For Planet Fitness?
Yeah.
All right, Joe Swanson, let's hear it.
Give him the solo cam.
Yeah.
All right, man. Noah M, I need you to go out there and I need you to hit that Stairmaster, man. You got to get out there and just pump it. We're feeling good now. We got an identity now, man. You know, we're working, we're grinding, and every day, man, you just got to keep going a little bit more, man. A little bit more, and you're right there. Just keep going, man. Keep getting after it, and eventually you'll start to see the results, man. But it takes persistence, man. Every single day you got to be in there.
Let's go.
Is that good?
Yeah, that was. You didn't even tell me the whole time I was doing the Dan Campbell impersonation read.
Yeah.
And you let me just struggle up here with impersonation. That you just holding that back the whole entire time.
Was that good? I don't know.
That
I feel like
that was the best time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
it was better than Easy's for sure.
Definitely better than mine.
All right.
And maybe he's gotten better as longer he's been our coach.
You hear him a lot.
You do. It's like a weird. It's like a Texas thing.
It is a Texas thing.
And I never met anyone from there. I guess. I mean, I have, but not from whatever part he's from. He's got the stone cold.
He does, yeah.
He does.
Someone better stop motor. I said I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't. Speaking of, I don't know how to translate that one. I don't know. Whatever. We're just jumping right into it. Jamaal Williams, expected to be a free agent this year, Spinny. The Detroit Lions, I believe, previously had him on a 2-year, $4 million deal, but he's now coming up on his first 1,000-yard season. He would have now played in every single game, which is an 18-game schedule. That's a long damn schedule. 1,000 yards. He's about to tie Barry frickin' Sanders, bro. That's pretty crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
That is nuts.
We've talked about the records that Ben Johnson and this offense has set, and one of them was rushing for 2,000 and throwing for 4,000 in a single season. And half of that is accounted to Jamaal Williams. Half of that rushing total is accounted to Jamaal Williams. He went out there and he had a career year. He's going to finish the season with over 1,000 yards. He's probably going to finish the season with at least the tie for the most rushing touchdowns in franchise history. So it's very impressive to me what he's been doing. It's very impressive to me that he's been going out there after not being that guy his whole career, being a backup, being a short yardage guy, and that's what he was expected to be here. He was expected to be that backup, be that short yardage guy, go out there and make things happen. But in the injury, the absence of a guy like DeAndre Swift, he's been thrust into the forefront of the backfield. And he's taken it swimmingly. He's done what he's needed to do. We saw what he did against the Bears when he went for 144 yards. You saw when you need him in situations, he takes care of it. And not only on the field, his off-the-field stuff. Obviously, he's a cool guy in the media, great interviewer, very fun, but he's also a great locker room presence. Everybody loves playing with Jamaal Williams. Everybody loves talking to Jamaal Williams. Everybody loves hanging out with Jamaal Williams. And so him being that in the locker room only enhances what he's been able to do on the field this year in his first real starting position in the NFL. It's extremely impressive to me, and I do think they should re-sign him. When I was looking at running backs and how much money they're making, you look at around... So the top tier of guys, obviously, if Christian McCaffrey's making like $16 million a year, and then it's like the top tier of running backs in the NFL are making $12+ million a year, and that is a Joe Mixon, Aaron Jones, Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook. He's not going to be around that type of money. And then after you go over that, it's James Conner and Leonard Fournette. They're making over $7 million a year, so it's like $7.125 million a year.
Yeah.
And then you have the Nyheim Hines and guys around there making like $6.5 million a year. So for me, I think Jamaal Williams is going to be asking for in between that Nyheim Hines and Leonard Fournette salary. So anywhere between $6.5 and $7.5 million a year. If you can get him on the lower side of that, I wouldn't mind re-signing him for a couple years.
That's where I'm at a little bit too. Guys, man, this is tough to say. Because Overtime just put out the what do you call it, mic'd up version of Jamaal Williams versus Chicago Bears, and I'm telling you guys, it was phenomenal. I honestly only indulged in like 40 seconds of it, but it went from him quite literally scream laughing coming out of the tunnel to begin the game to straight up like just tossing the ball to Dan Campbell, and Campbell like hugging him, telling him he loves him. I mean, like you said, it's the off the field stuff too. I mean, I think everyone's well aware of the conversation or speech he had during Hard Knocks. He's like, you know, that record's not us from last year.
Yeah,
that sorry ass record that does not reflect this team. Yeah, shedding tears. You know what I'm saying? We went to camp. Every time that guy touches the ball, downfield to the end zone for the sprint. Like, he's that character guy. So like you want that, especially again. This is the league's youngest roster.
Yes,
but
you need vets like that. You need guys like that.
$7 million, bro.
$7 million a year.
I just feel like it's a lot, kind of.
How much would you be willing to pay him?
I mean, I guess I'd
for
be
a 1,000-yard rusher and a 16-touchdown season.
Well, here's the thing.
You don't think $7 million?
I guess because that's the thing too. Right? People call me a Jared Goff hater. They think I'm a Jared Goff hater. No, guys, I just look at the way teams win in the league. And it's not by paying. I don't want to be disrespectful of Jamaal, what he can do on the field, but it's not by paying Jamaal level guys $7 million. I don't know, man. Initially I was all for it. 2 years, $7 million, 14 total. But like, he's not the DeAndre Swift I was talking about earlier, right? He's not a guy I want to give the ball to on 1st and 10 consistently. He's more of the short yards guy. He's more of a specialty back, I guess is the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
And I just feel like the Lions may have an opportunity to grab that in this draft. And giving him $7 million while also grabbing a guy that may be a every down back, split with the extra year that we have with Swift too. If we're being like just realistic about the finances of it.
Sign him to a long-term contract.
That's fair.
So give him 2 years.
That's fair. And maybe make it heavily incentivized. I'm just being like real about it. You know what I'm saying? And we're looking at the track history of Brad Holmes as well too. Like, he's yet to make and he's never had the cap space to do like a splash payment or signing like that either. But he's kind of been on the what's the word I'm looking for, frugal side of free agency and re-signing guys. I don't know, man. This is when we're opening the lines. We have someone on the phone right now. I didn't catch the name, so
Ryan.
Ryan?
Yes.
Is this Ryan in the car?
Yes, it is.
What up, though, man?
Oh, what's going on?
Hey, Ryan, I meant to tell you the other day, you don't have to endanger your life by watching on YouTube. We have a Woodward Sports app that you can listen to live as an audio version.
Yeah, no, I caught all that, and no worries. Right, cool. Actually, the cop that pulled me over yesterday, he was laughing too. No, I'm just kidding. But first of all, you open up the call line to see what we need to do to beat Green Bay.
Yes, sir.
Very first thing, I agree with you guys on all the technical stuff, but what we absolutely need to do right off the bat is get into Aaron Rodgers' head. We need to sack him in the first drive at least once, let him not do nothing, and he will start getting frustrated, and that will frustrate everybody else on the offense, and they won't be able to do jack.
Yeah.
But on top of that, I have to elaborate on the Jamaal Williams situation. All right, the man's a rock in the locker room. He's a team player wholeheartedly. He's given everything that he can possibly give to this team and more. I say, honestly, we can get a running back in a draft any given year. So if you're looking for a specialty like, a finesse type back or whatever, fine. Get that in the draft. Jamaal is our power back. He is our rock in the locker room. Let's offer him 4 years at $5.5 million a year, $22 million guaranteed. The whole thing. I bet you if he signs up, then we got our guy.
I like that. Honestly,
that's what I'm hoping for. Yeah. The 5.5, like,
over a longer period of time, a 4-year, $5.5 million
guarantee
contract.
It too.
Yeah, you said the whole thing guaranteed.
Yeah,
and I appreciate you calling.
Shout to Ryan, man.
That's awesome.
Absolutely, boys.
Let's go Lions, right? And
let's go Ryans.
Let's go Ryans.
Ryans, that's it.
Thanks for calling in, Ryan. Appreciate you, brother.
All right. Yep. Bye.
But I agree with him. That would be a good scenario too. You get him. You lock down a guy that has been solid his whole career, has obviously done great things this year. You get him at a little bit of a discount because you're giving him that long-term and that long-term and guaranteed contract that a lot of running backs are looking for, especially. I wouldn't mind that at all. Would not mind that. 4 years, $5.5 million a year. You said 22 guaranteed.
Now, Murph said something that's interesting in the Woodward Sports chat. He says he only wants $7 million, and the difference is what it is. That's almost a deal. I mean, I tell you what, I wouldn't hate giving him $7 million for every reason that Ryan said, for every reason that you said. On and off the field, he's been valuable to this organization. And again, it being the youngest team, damn, bro, I was trying to play bad cop, but like, Jamaal's just that dude.
He's the dude.
He's just that dude.
He's obviously great in the locker room, and this year he's shown he can handle a huge situation. A huge improvement of carries, and I love it, man. I love it. I love what he's doing, and I'd love to see him in the Honolulu blue and silver for a couple more years.
And I guess the other thing, too, is like where I see some value is like...
and he likes it here, too.
Except for the street lights he's saying.
Yeah.
and him and Brad have had conversations, too. So it sounds like he may be staying. I'm curious what the number's going to be. JB Smooth, your mom made you focus on grades in school. So what are you thinking?
Yeah, so I couldn't play football all that much. But, yeah, I like Ryan's idea of, paying Jamaal up a little bit more. As you guys said, he enjoys being here in Detroit. I mean, he's a leader in the locker room. I think the players around him enjoy being around him a little bit more. So I wouldn't mind keeping him. But I'll throw this question back at you guys as well, too. Would you re-up Jamaal Williams, or would you take Bijan Robinson in the draft with that second first-round pick?
I think you almost got to do both, though. Yeah. I mean, not Bijan specifically, but I
don't want a running back in the first round.
We've had this conversation a little bit before.
Yeah.
This is actually one for if anybody's like listening right now and they do want to call in, ever thought about calling in, like this would be a dope ass one for you to call in on, because I don't watch a lot of college ball except for like the big games. I don't really get into that until like around draft time, and you look at the names that might be names, and then I'm gonna watch film.
Bijan's very talented
for sure. How far of like a Saquon type of prospect is it? I'm saying
he's not Saquon Barkley.
Like who's a comp that you could. It's kind of hard to do comps for running backs.
It is hard to do comps of running backs.
I feel like more than any other position almost.
Yeah, it's...
Do you have one, JB? A pro comp for Bijan?
I say like a Dalvin Cook almost.
No.
Don't tell me that, bro. Yeah. Don't tell me that.
I guess that's somewhat comparable. Dalvin Cook.
All right, I'm going to put the number back in the chat. Any of you college football nerds, you know what? Maybe I'll see if Russell will call up.
But Dalvin Cook was better in college than Bijan was.
Yeah, Dalvin's another guy that I wanted. Look,
they're pretty similar size though, and he does have the ability to catch the ball to backfield and the ability to make people miss and go through people. So Bijan's very talented, but I don't know if I want a running back in the first round.
I think the Detroit Lions actual pick is around 18 right now. I'm gonna check the NFL Tankathon. Do you think he lasts until around then?
18, yeah, I think he'll be right around there. I don't know if he lasts that far per se, but I think he'll be
17 is what they have 15, right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking where Bijan's falling right now on Tankathon. Obviously, this isn't accurate, but I'm just curious on where they have him. Oh, they have him after. Is he just not in the first round at all? I don't think they have him in the first round at all.
I'd be surprised if they don't.
I'm kind of surprised too.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that would be early. Oh, no, they have him at 21 to 21. Tampa. I don't know if Tampa really needs a running back. That one kid was looking all right.
Yeah, he looked pretty good. White.
Whoa, dude. What's color got to do with it?
Have you seen that movie? I don't know what movie it is, but Craig Robinson and somebody else are in it. And it's like a scene at a coffee shop, and he's like talking to him, and there's a customer right there. And Craig Robinson's like the cashier. And the guy's like getting annoyed because he's not helping him. He's like, "Can I get a coffee, black?" And Craig Robinson's like, "Can't you see I'm talking white?"
I have seen that.
Zach and Mira make a porno.
Yeah. That's a good dude. That's a great movie.
King Charles in Woodward Sports chat says Nick Chubb. Those are drastically different. I'm gonna call Russ. Let's take this into a break. I'm gonna see if Russ will hop on. Tell us about SMA, because you're going to need it if they do take that running back first round.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wouldn't be that upset, but some people might. And that is SMA, or the Sports Marketing Agency. They help spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. If you or someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com and get the help you deserve.
Love Woodward sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports Clothes. Check out our full-line merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
No, Eazy. Downtown Detroit's all decked out, guys, because they're back with the Monroe Street Midway and Cadillac Lodge. The Midway's got giant slide winner bumper cars and an indoor arcade, plus you grab drinks at the Lodge before or after games. Shop, eat, and play downtown all winter long with deckedoutdetroit.com.
Check it out.
So I hit up the official Woodward Sports draft expert, Russell Brown. Make sure you guys follow him on Twitter. He is an actual nerd. Oh, we got him on right now? Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. He's buzzing right now. He says he's on his way to the Wings game.
Oh, hell yeah.
Russ, you there?
Yeah, what do you want, dude? I'm off the clock.
All right, we want to know, because we're talking, obviously Jamaal Williams said he wants to be back. We're talking possible signing for him, but also drafting a running back. And
Russ is a mean drunk.
We want to know, he is a mean
punching
drunk.
cars, yelling at us.
Jeez. Who's your pro comp to Bijan Robinson? I said Dalvin Cook, and I don't know.
Well, first and foremost, as we know, I'm not a pro comparison guy, but Bijan to Dalvin, that's not too shabby. I kind of like that, and I might steal that. I will say, though, Bijan's a top 5 player in the draft on my board, so I don't think he's going to be there, folks, unless you want to take him at 6. And if you want to do that, that's fine, but you better start trading DeAndre Swift for assets, and that obviously means Jamal's gone. So you kind of take it or leave it, but Bijan to Dalvin, I kind of like that. Good job, Spence.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
I'm happy. I'm seasoned right now.
Yeah, I'm not a big college guy until it comes down to like the end of the year. But real quick before we let you go, Jamaal, do you want to re-sign him? And like, what's the max you'd be willing to pay him if you did?
Absolutely want him back. I mean, I would take him back at 2 to 3 years. We're talking $9 to $10 million a year, probably, or not per year, but overall. Like, so you're talking probably anywhere between $3 to $4 million. I think Jamal's been one of my favorite players since he came out of BYU. He went to Green Bay. He was phenomenal there, and I love him for the aspect of what he brings to the locker room. You see it with Dan Campbell. You saw it in Hard Knocks. I think he's a phenomenal asset, and I know a lot of people, even myself, like I tweeted it out today, like 2016 LeGarrette Blount, like LOL, but at the same time, he's a lot more than that, and I think he's got another easily 3 to 4 years left in him.
I appreciate you, man. I hope you have a kick-ass time at the Wings game. Who are they playing tonight?
We are playing the Florida Panthers. The last 5 games have not gone well, so tell Gentry that we're going to have to write this one up as potentially as an L, but we're going to try to figure it out.
Hey, they play good against Florida and Tampa Bay, so maybe you'll see one of their hot streaks.
Yeah, I don't know. I got a couple of parlays together. I got some goal scorers going. Dude, that chick's got a fat old booty. So we'll see what happens.
This is being broadcast to a bunch of people, bro.
Oh man, this is amazing. We got to do a drunk Russ segment once a week now.
Yes, Russ. Yeah, can we? Is that you cool with that? A drunk Russ segment?
No, not at all. But a buzzing one, absolutely. The boys are buzzing. Absolutely.
Boys are buzzing. Yeah.
Have fun. I'll see you, man, and look out for D-Mac. He'll be down there.
Yeah, if he's down here, I'll come find him.
For sure. I think he's normally at like gate 10, I want to say, or portal 10, I think is where he hangs out.
All right, sounds good.
All right, Russ.
Love
Appreciate
you,
you,
Russ.
man. Enjoy the
Thanks,
game.
brother.
All right, fellas. Peace out.
Dude, that's the man right there. Love that guy.
I'm not gonna get him any more in trouble, but that was some wild boy shit.
That was funny.
I love Russ.
That was some wild boy shit.
Top 5. That's one thing I did forget to ask him if it's like
Saquon.
Yeah.
He said Dalvin was a good comp though.
Yeah, well, yeah, Saquon, because obviously Saquon was worth like his draft position. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah, he
Saquon-
said he's a top five player.
Yeah.
But I don't think he means a top 5 pick. Well, he said he.
He said he didn't think he'd be there at 6.
No, he said if the Lions wanted him, they'd have to get him at 6 because he probably won't be there at 18 or whatever their other pick
I'm
is.
just thinking too. I think we got another person on the line. JB, let's put him through. We got Chris from LA on line 2.
Hey, how you doing, guys? Thanks for letting me chime in. Obviously, I think signing Jamaal's a good deal. It's kind of like a win-win situation. You get him probably on like the cheaper end still, even based off of his 1,000-yard season this year. And you get to keep that great locker room presence. And I think sometimes when you sign some of these like veteran guys and keep them around, it's good morale for the team. Just like going forward, that like some of the guys that do have good seasons get taken care of, and hopefully Brad Holmes and that ownership can kind of get a good deal like in place for them. And I just wanted to kind of just chime in and talk about like this weekend's games where you have the 2 games, Seahawks, Rams, and then you got the Lions game obviously at night. That Seahawks Rams game, obviously we all want to see the Rams pull that out, kind of help out the Lions there and give us a chance to get in. It is like a kind of a win-win too, because they do lose. Lions still have a chance to keep Rodgers out, and you get to secure that early draft pick. I think if the Rams do lose the game, it stays as like a top 6 pick, could even move up to 4 or 5.
Yeah, possibly, depending on how the rest of the games shake out.
I think it falls as late as 9, the Rams pick.
If they win. He's saying if they lost.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I mean, I obviously I want the Lions to be able to, it'll be, that game at night becomes that much more important, or, that much of a bigger stage if the Rams do pull it off, if Baker Mayfield can pull that game out. I think it's going to be tough, but it'd be nice to see. I think I was seeing memes about like Stafford too, like possibly like coming back for that game, but obviously we know that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I highly doubt they do that. Well, we appreciate you calling in, man. Give the Rams some good juju out there in LA. Appreciate you calling in.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of golf fans out here, even Ram fans that liked golf. I know there's a lot of people that obviously Stafford coming over here is a great deal for them. They won the Super Bowl, but there is a lot of golf supporters out here. So there's a lot of people pulling for the Rams in LA for sure.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, he's a California kid. Went to Cal, obviously played for the Rams, got him to a Super Bowl.
Plus, like they won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And they don't have a draft pick riding on the success of our team, so it's easier for them to
root for golf.
Yeah,
sure.
Go ahead, sweetie. It's like you're happy for your ex if you're banging someone way hotter. He's like, you have fun, sweetie. I'm happy for you.
I think a lot of teams around. I think a lot of fans around the NFL that aren't Lions fans are pulling for the Lions this weekend. I think there's definitely Lions got a lot of good support, and people want to see them get back into the playoffs. They really do.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
hope so, man.
I appreciate you calling in, man. Thanks for the call.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Chris.
Definitely root for those Rams. But, yeah, I agree with him. I think a lot of people are pulling for the Lions because, first of all, they've been the darling of the NFL so far, and they also – a lot of people hate Aaron Rodgers. So that is a big one as well. We got somebody else on the line here. We got C. Perry on the line. How you feeling, man?
What up, man? What up?
C. Perry, long-time listener, man.
Hell yeah. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Man, I can't call it. Trying to be like you when I grow up.
I shoot for higher ceilings, but I appreciate the love, man.
So, man, I'm gonna say this. You guys help me get through my job. I deliver for Amazon. You help me get through my job every damn evening, man. I appreciate that.
Oh, hell yeah, I appreciate you for tuning in, man. Supporting for sure. Glad we can make
absolutely. I've been supporting Eazy since he was a young pup.
He was my very first Detroit Lions commenter.
Hell yeah.
My very first. I'll never forget. He complimented my hat that I lost. But
from the mud, man. From the mud.
Yeah, when I was back in the basement. C. Perry, man, how the Lions get it done this Sunday? What do they got to do?
Oh, man, look, you guys be forgetting one aspect. And And I was at this game. When we went out to New York, it was cold as hell, man. Y'all talking about we can't play in the cold? We kicked the Jets' ass in the cold. We kicked the Giants' ass in the cold. And we did it comfortably. It wasn't like it was, we was busted up or it was at the last minute. We just kicked their ass, bro. It was a comfortable win. Why can't we do the same thing to Green Bay?
I agree.
I don't understand this.
I agree with you, man. I think obviously two things that travel on the road and in the cold are offensive line and run game.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be able to do that. I feel like they're going to be able to run the ball. This we're going to get to buy the numbers next, but this Packers defense has been pretty susceptible to the run, and so I think they can go on the road and they can definitely. They have a very good chance of winning this game. I think they're going to win this game.
The difference I was saying to the New York game. You said you went to New York to watch that one?
I live in PA, man. I'm from Detroit. I graduated from Detroit McKenzie. I actually played football with Jerome Bettis.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. We gotta get him.
But yeah, I live out here, so it's a 2-hour drive for me to go to the Meadowlands.
That's crazy that you went to school with Jerome, and then now you're in Pennsylvania, where he won a Super Bowl.
Hook us up with the Jerome Bettis.
My mom owned racehorses, so when I was younger, we traveled a lot. So I'm out here in PA.
Okay.
Yeah, the one thing I was gonna say though is that. Oh, go ahead. I apologize, C. Perry. What were you gonna say?
No, I come back to the D all the time. I'm always in the D, but I live out here. That's where I get my bag at.
I hear that. I was gonna say the one thing to the cold games. It's the New York Giants game. I think it was like 100-something yards for golf and no touchdowns, no receptions. Kept the ball clean, what you want.
Yeah.
In the Jets game, it would have been under the 200 yards hadn't my man took the yak on the catch for Brock Wright.
Yeah.
And then just this year in the cold, he hasn't been the best. But if he keeps the ball clean, obviously, like you said, in New York, we still have a chance for it. But I mean, Green Bay's been on a bit of a hot streak. But hey, we're gonna find out. It comes down this Sunday night. This is like a championship fight. I almost feel like this is the one
Young Spence said.
Yes.
This is like Young Spence said. That run game and that defense travel, man. All we gotta do is just play solid defense. It ain't gotta be extra good, just solid. Solid defense and pound the rock. You know them running backs gonna be hungry. Swift got something to prove.
Yeah.
And
he was healthy last week.
Jamaal trying to get that record. So. And the offensive line going to try to help them do it. So I'm not even worried about it, man. I think this is going to be a walkthrough for us.
C. Perry, man, appreciate you calling in, man. We got to pay some bills. When we get back, we'll break it down for you guys by the numbers.
Appreciate you.
All right, good looking, fellas.
Thank you, man. That's dope, man. That was literally I'll never. Right when he said his name, I knew it was because that was my first person to be like, I like this Detroit Lions content. Nice hat. And I was like, I did it!
Yeah, we got
me!
We found me! That's dope, man.
I'll never forget it.
That's very dope. But, if you're not in the Philly area, if you're in the Detroit area,
I think they got him in Philly too.
They probably got him in Philly too.
But we got the baddest
all around the country. Yeah, you really want to come to this one because Lady Jane's is where you got to go because you can come to Lady Jane's for an award-winning experience and register for a once-in-a-life opportunity to win a down payment on your dream home up to $200,000. Lady Jane's open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, no appointment necessary. Because at Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. Because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zuniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Matrix Home Solutions your go-to for any home project. Looking for a new man cave, a new shrine perhaps? They are the basement model experts. They specialize in bathrooms and kitchens as well. An A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Call 888-594-8844 or go to matrixhomesolutions.com.
Tell your friends, tell your dad, tell your mom.
Beth is not a bully, and she's super sweet. What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin More Racks.
You baby.
We got young Chris in the TV booth, JB Smooth and 1-2s. We just broke down what we think the Detroit Lions need to do to win this game, but I'm gonna have the boys break it down for you. By the numbers.
By the numbers. You want me to start?
Yeah.
First number is 30. And that being
the age of my girlfriend.
The age of my girlfriend. The age when I became a man. 30. The Lions are 7-3 in the last 10 games when holding the Packers to under 30 points. So games against the Packers, they're 7-3 in the last 10 when holding the Packers to under 30 points. So that's something you need to do. Keep that offense out of the end zone and hopefully keep them off the field by running the ball efficiently.
Okay.
By the numbers.
By the numbers. JB Smooth, by the numbers.
By the number. My number is 81. That's how many yards Jamaal Williams had in Week 9 against the Packers offense. After, DeAndre Swift was nursing that injury a little bit too much, but that shouldn't be the issue this week. Packers run defense is near the bottom in the NFL in the league for efficiency, so once those holes start opening up for Swift and Jamaal, this should be easy going from there. Run the ball. Establish that run first.
Young Chris.
Let's go.
By the numbers.
By the numbers.
By the numbers. 0. Big fat 0. The number of interceptions since Goff's game against the Packers.
Ooh, that was the last time he did throw an interception.
I like it.
I mentioned this a little bit earlier in the show, but one of my numbers is 5. 5 yards per carry is what running backs average against the Green Bay Packers defense. The NFL average to be good in the league is 4. They're adding an extra yard to that. The Detroit Lions run game that looked to be alive, that has a little bit of confidence heading this one after whooping the living shit out of the Chicago Bears. F the Bears. You guys know what it is over here.
F the Bears.
I'll go into this Green Bay team that's been historically bad, not historically bad, but this year bad against the run.
Facts.
By the numbers, Detroit Lions should be able to at least run the ball.
By the numbers. 13. By the numbers. The Lions had 3 players in their last game against the Packers averaging over 13 yards per catch. Over. So
Over.
If they can get the run going, hit some shots deep down the field, that'd be nice. You saw that it worked in their first game. They hit some balls down the field, got some big gainers out of guys. 13 is my number.
13 is your number, JB Smooth. By the numbers.
By the number. My number is 4. That's the number of top receivers that were out the last time the Lions played the Packers. And, the Packers' pass defense isn't struggling anymore, but still, this Lions offense is way too talented with a bunch of skilled players to sit here and not be able to move the chains.
By the numbers.
By the numbers.
Young Chris.
All right. This is one I'm proud of. 5.3%. Now, we all know that Green Bay likes to win their games by running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But they actually, when you look at their sack numbers, it goes up when you look at their pass attempts. They are sacked 5.3% of the time when they pass, which is 17th in the NFL. So their line is not as good as you would expect, because it looks like they are a team that doesn't allow a lot of sacks because they run the ball, but when you look at it, you force them to pass, they're actually middle of the pack.
By the numbers. All right. There's a lot of numbers in there. But I like it, Chris.
You can only sack the quarterback when they pass. That's why they.
That's fair.
I love you.
By the numbers. You want me to go?
Ahead. I actually just put that together in my head.
Yeah.
That's bad.
The more the pass, the more they're going to get sacked.
Only let up sacks on pass plays. It's pretty wild.
I didn't know. I didn't really want to do you like that?
No, that's crazy.
I didn't know if you knew that's what I had to say.
It's funny.
I honestly.
Chris knew
the numbers go up when they get sacked more when they pass the ball. It's weird. But
this is like
they don't really get sacked when they run the ball.
That's
weird.
A
Detroit Lion form fact.
Yeah.
I only give you facts. The Packers get sacked more when they pass the ball.
hypothetically, if they
Bling on my
pass,
wrist. All right.
they're more likely to get sacked.
Going off of Easy's last number of yards per carry, the Packers are giving up 141.8 yards per game on the ground. By the numbers, that is bottom 10 in the NFL. So they are easily kind of gouged by the run game. So the Lions can go out there and by the numbers should be able to run the ball pretty well.
By the numbers.
By the numbers.
Jared Goff hasn't had a turnover in 290 straight passes, such as Chris has said. But by the numbers, the Green Bay Packers have 8 turnovers in the last 2 weeks. Something's got to give. Either their turnover streak is going to stop, or Jared Goff's interception streak is going to stop. By the numbers. That's disgusting. JB Smooth. Why? You're so gross.
2.8.
You're
That's
like an ogre.
by the numbers. And that's how many yards per carry they held Aaron Jones to their last meeting. His second worst output of the season. The lack of rushing success forces Rodgers to throw the ball. And we all know last time had 3 interceptions. Run it back once again this week.
Run it back, Turbo.
I know you want to get Aaron Rodgers on the ground, but the smarter play here, take out the running backs first. Aaron Rodgers will fall afterwards.
By the numbers.
By the numbers.
Chris?
All right, redemption time. Redemption time. I'll look for these moments. I'm proud of this number. We'll see how this goes. 22.
I'm nervous for you.
By the numbers, 22. Field
All
goals
right.
made by both teams. They actually have the exact same amount of field goals made this year. The only difference is that Detroit has a few longer field goals made than the Packers. So if you can force the Packers to be in situations where they got to make a long field goal, they're not as clean at hitting those long field goals, and that will make them more likely to pass and go for it on 4th down, which will
That's when
hopefully
they get
create
sacked.
turnovers. And that's where they get sacked. And that's where that 5.3% comes back into play, baby.
Facts.
It all ties together.
By the numbers, 100% of the Packers sacks happen on passing plays.
That is
It's pretty
stat.
wild. So
That's a
force
stat.
them
That's
to
a
pass,
crazy
and
stat.
then you'll be able to sack them. By the number.
There's not a lot of 100% in life.
By the numbers, 101.7. Jared Goff has a career 101.7 QBR versus the Packers. So he's played well against them in his career, albeit it's only 4 games, but he's still played well. He's played efficiently. He's got the job done. Jared Goff, go out there and continue your success against the Packers in the frozen tundra.
The frozen tundra.
By the numbers.
By the numbers, 13 is when Spencer reportedly stopped making out with Barbie dolls.
Yeah, I said I moved on to blow-up dolls.
I've never.
My girl got the dumper on her. I just pull her right out from under the bed, blow her up.
I never got the blow up dolls. Is there like a
Blow-up dolls?
Yeah, is there
I
like
don't
a
know.
pea pocket in
Have
there
you
somewhere?
seen the Lil Dicky show?
No, I haven't, but I heard it's hilarious.
He's got like a
Nicki
a
Minaj
fake
one?
booty. It's like a whole fake booty.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I got the crib myself. Might have to look and invest in one of those. No, I'm playing. That's fun.
Grab one of those. Grab one of those lights. I don't even know if I can say that without getting
Flush.
Yes.
Just don't say it together, maybe.
Yeah.
JB Smooth. By the numbers.
All right, my last by the number is 4, and that stands for the 4th quarter. I don't know if this game turns into a shootout. The last time, of course, it wasn't, but a full season has passed, and both of these teams have gotten better over the season. And the last time out, Aaron Rodgers had the ball last, and that cannot happen this time. He fell short, but I don't want to risk it this time with so much on the line.
Facts.
You got another one?
Chris, you got a number?
I do got another one.
Hell yeah.
This is a good one. This is a good one. The number is more. The Lions have more.
Man.
They have more rushing yards and touchdowns than the Packers. So if it turns into a run game, I like the Lions' chances.
I like it.
What you got for us?
I got one more. Well, I
All
got 2 more, but
Lay them out.
by the numbers, 3-1. Jared Goff is 3-1 in his career against the Green Bay Packers.
Damn.
So hopefully he can continue that success, go out there and put some points on the board with this Detroit Lions offense. And another one I have for you. By the numbers, 81. Jamaal Williams had 81 rushing yards against the Packers in their last matchup this season.
I think JB had that number.
Did he? Did you have 81?
Yeah.
81! Calvin Johnson! The Lions receivers needs to channel the spirit of Calvin Johnson. No.
That's a good pivot.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
By the numbers, 24. Was that part of yours too?
No, you're good on that one.
Suck it, JB. No, I'm just kidding. 24 is the amount of carries Jamaal Williams had in that game.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a similar output, a similar bottlenose, not dolphin. I'd like to see a similar amount of carries to Jamaal Williams against the Packers because they need to continue smashing that run. Bottlenose those carries, no dolphin.
Oh, man.
Dolphins are scary. I can get on a tangent about dolphins if you really want to do that.
No.
Dolphins are scary, scary animals.
By the numbers, the Detroit Lions have a gentleman with 8 sacks, 8 career sacks because this is his first year in the NFL. Gained 8 sacks since playing the Green Bay Packers because he wasn't there the first time. He was in the practice squad. That gentleman's name is James Houston. Now, Aaron Rodgers had 40 rushing yards. He was actually the leading rusher for the Green Bay Packers in the first time around in Ford Field. Green Bay couldn't run the ball in Ford Field in the turf where it's like 70 degrees. Couldn't get nothing going. The Lions defense was get the sticky stopped him.
He got the sticky
James Houston's also a linebacker, so I think that he's going to limit Aaron Rodgers in the run game as well.
Yeah.
By the numbers.
I got another one. Just popped in my head. By the numbers. 3 times Becca has come in here and opened the door since we've been
She's doing key bumps in the laundry room. I'm just kidding. Oh no, she was an angry face.
By the numbers, the Lions need to win this game to make the playoffs.
100% correct.
That's the best one yet.
Boys, we did it. It's the best by the numbers we don't ever had.
Big math, guys. Big
math,
Rustin
guys.
Burke's in the comments. Dolphins are humpers. And they are.
You gonna do it?
You want me to get down this rabbit hole? We got 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
Dolphins have these schlongs that are like inside of their body, and they can be up to like 10 feet long.
By the numbers.
And they can use them as elephants' trunks. Like how an elephant uses its trunk, that's how a dolphin can use its wang. And they shoot them out and wrap it around swimmers' legs, pull them underwater. It's dolphins, emperor penguins, and humans are the only mammals that have sex for fun and not strictly for reproduction.
I thought there was something else.
Are you an emperor penguin?
I'm an emperor penguin.
Yo, that's crazy. They can control their dicks like a trunk.
Justin's coming in here. You heard me talking about dolphins.
Could you imagine?
He's a big dog, yeah. Justin gets down in the dolphin rabbit hole with me.
This guy's a dolphin expert.
Yeah. Dude, dolphins, man.
They're scary.
They make dolphins, man.
They're scary, man. They go after people, and it's like, yeah, you get saved by a dolphin from a shark attack, and then the dolphin's like, so what are you going to do for me since I saved you? I'm telling you, dolphins they're scary, scary creatures.
Dolphins can produce pearls
and they're so
around your neck.
smart. They're so smart. I don't like dolphins, man. I'm scared of, like, sea animals.
They're the great unknown.
Dolphins, scary. Killer whales, probably my biggest fear in the world.
Why?
Because
more than dolphins?
Killer whales.
Killer whales don't rape you. Dolphins do.
Yeah, but that is a good point.
Killer whales are friends, dude.
Killer whales hunt sharks, dude. They hunt great white sharks.
Not people.
You said the penis is 10 feet long?
They're so smart.
Killer whales are friends to people.
When the world evolves,
Free Willy.
Killer whales are going to be the apex predator of the world once like everything floods.
Yeah, and we'll ride on their backs.
No.
Because we're friends.
I am extremely scared of killer whales. Like I said, they hunt sharks. They are scary animals. And if, like, I remember watching this video where these people are, like, paddling in a boat in Antarctica or something.
This is like a real video? It's like a movie thing?
It's an actual video. Like
Okay.
stupid white person shit. Like, we're in a rowboat in Antarctica having a good time. And, a penguin jumps up on the boat, and they're like, oh, look at the cute little penguin. And there's like 2 killer whales sitting outside the boat, just chilling, like, what's good? Where are you?
Yeah, so
I'm drop kicking that penguin out of the boat so fast, because if they want it to happen, the killer whale is easily flipping the boat and eating all
But
of it.
did the killer whale do it?
No.
Because they're our friends.
No, I don't trust them.
Because they're our friends.
Don't trust them.
Dolphin's going to rape you, and you're going to die from a 10-foot dick.
You drowned. You actually drowned first.
You're going to die with a 10-foot dick in you.
Yeah.
And you're not even 10 foot tall, brother.
Dolphins are scary.
You're exiting somewhere.
Dolphins is a more realistic fear because they do rape people. Like I said, dolphins are...
That's what I'm saying. You're over here trying to be scared of fucking
dolphins are the
penguins
Jareds of the sea. Like, it's... Like, they got a $5 footlong for it, you know.
I have a question, actually. You said emperor penguins, dolphins, and humans are only mammals that enjoy sex.
Have sex for fun. They have sex for enjoyment and not just reproduction.
Do they masturbate?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dolphins
masturbate.
Dolphins do. Yes.
Yeah, they use smaller animals.
Yeah,
of
they
the
like,
sea.
dude.
That's raping.
I'm telling you, bro. Dolphins are some of the scariest things on the planet. And they're so smart, dude. And it's like, I don't know. They shouldn't exist.
They found a way to have other people masturbate them. They're geniuses. Dude.
Yeah.
That's a long story.
Let's talk about the butchery.
Let's talk
about some meats.
Yeah, like we need to send Chef Dave after the Dolphins. So
He's about to go to SeaWorld with some champagne and strawberries.
The official meat supplier of the Woodward Sports Network is the Butchery. Call 248-682-2697. Yes, 248-682-COWS. Or move on over and order online at thebutcherysl.com. Shipping included for Woodward Sports customers. The Butchery. Meats, eats, and treats. Sandwiches to die for. Wagyu meats and artisan breads inspired by the legend Chef Dave. Only the best of the best for our meat-loving customers. An old-school butcher shop from a new-school perspective. So order some meat from Chef Dave, and remember, never trust a dolphin.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you wanna know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Bowling Warehouse in Hamtramck is the home of the original football bowling pin game called Bowling. Multiple different ways you can play. They've got $12 open unlimited play and private lane reservation for $120. If you get thirsty, they got a $2 mystery beer vending machine and multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from. So make sure you go check them out in Hamtramck or visit them online at FollingWarehouse.com.
Wow.
Thank you.
That was
animals.
I try.
I can't even replicate that. Welcome back to the.
No. Okay. Paul Thomas. Sharks are the least of my concern. I'm way more scared of dolphins and killer whales than I am of sharks.
I'm way
Sharks
less
are
scared
stupid.
of a killer whale. Killer whales are literally your friend.
No, they're not.
Just
they want you to think they're your friend, and then they eat you.
So you think the one added me on Facebook right now just wants to eat me?
Yeah, he's like, hey, Eazy, why don't you come over to SeaWorld and wear some, clams in your shirt? We'll have a good time. That's what they try to do. They hook you, and then they bring you in and eat you.
You started that story with the people in Antarctica on the boat with the penguin. And I'm thinking like, oh shit, this thing's gonna swallow the boat whole and eat them all.
It could.
And then nothing happened.
It could.
You're unreasonably scared of
I'm
the
just
killer
saying,
whales.
They have the power in their fins. Like, the power is there. It is in their fins. They can make it happen.
JB, what color are killer whales?
I have no idea.
Black and white.
Weird.
Because I don't go
Have
near
to be
killer
scared
whales.
of the big black fish.
They're also white.
That goes with Iking's
Honestly,
comment
their
in the
white
chat.
spots are scarier.
Did you see Iking's comment in the chat?
No, what did he say?
He said Spencer is scared of killer whales, yet he sits next to one every show.
Oof.
That's tough.
Chris, you're the one that purposely went out of your way to read that one.
Yeah.
No, I read that. I was
You're
going to
a
read
bully.
that at any time. I'm not a
Cancel,
bully.
dude.
I'm not a bully.
All right, let's get to prop it up.
Prop it up.
Prop it up.
Prop
Prop
it
it
up.
up. Prop it up. All right,
Listen.
first things first.
I'm the realest.
I got right here. I got two of them. They're going to go rapid fire back to back. DeAndre Swift, 24.5 receiving yards, over under.
Ooh. Over.
JB.
Over.
Hit me with the over.
Chris.
Over.
I am as well taking the over on 24.5 receiving yards for DeAndre Swift. That ties into my next one. DeAndre Swift, over under 58.5 receiving and rushing yards.
18. Who?
58.5
for Swift.
Receiving and rushing.
Over.
JB?
Easy over.
Easy over. Chris?
Over.
I'm going to. I think DeAndre Swift.
I'm going
to. Don't tell the Dolphins I'll be there. But I looked at what he did last week, and it was very impressive. So I think he'll continue to have that success. Next up, Jamaal Williams. Over under 56.5 rushing yards.
That's a good one. I want to say under just because we're having Swift 50 as well, or at least 30.
At least 58, yeah, total yards.
But it's his former team. He's on the cusp of having a career year, have his first 1,000-yard rushing season. Can tie Barry Sanders and break his record. I'll go over. They'll probably be feeding him a lot.
Over. JB.
I'm taking the under on this one. I think Jamaal Williams is going to be your goal line back right here. Swift is going to have the majority of the carry, so give me the under.
Chris.
I'm with JB. Under.
You
Same
guys.
exact reason. He'll punch it in, but Swift will get some of the bigger carries.
You guys are lame. I'm going over.
I said over.
Yeah, no, I meant them.
Oh yeah.
Relax. I'll show you where the Dolphins live.
You guys.
But I think I'm going over again. Like it's the rivalry game. It's the comeback game. He's trying to break the record for touchdowns. He's trying to get to 1,000 yards. I think they're going to feed him, and I think he gets to the over on that one as well. Next up, you want to do DJ Chark or Amon-Ra?
Amon-Ra.
Amon-Ra St. Brown over under 70.5 receiving yards.
Over.
Oh,
that's a risky one. No, he doesn't
really.
sleep. Yeah, give me over.
70 every game.
Yeah.
JB.
Yeah, he can easily get this one. It's over.
Chris.
Over.
I'm going over as well. I think he averages 72 per game this year. So give me the over on that. I think he gets a handsome one.
Can't believe you're scared of the black whales.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I'd rather see. I'm not going to say
one.
it.
Yeah, go ahead. Say
I was going to say I'd rather see a sperm whale than a killer whale.
What color is sperm whale, Spencer?
They're white.
They conveniently just named the black whales killers, huh?
Honestly, that is pretty fucked up.
That is very.
Think about that. That is some. You can connect the dots there.
I'm just saying.
No, they named it killer whales because they fucking kill people. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Jared Goff over under 245.5 passing yards.
245?
245.5.
Under. Yeah, I'm taking under.
Whack. JB.
I'm gonna have to stick with Eazy on this one. Give me the under.
Whack. Chris.
I'm whack. Under.
Whack. I'm going under too.
Yeah. This mofo.
I think he'll be right around there, but I think he'll be 230 somewhere around there. Again, I don't want him to have a lot of passing yards because that means that the running game didn't do its job.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. Next up, A.J. Dillon. Over under 44.5 rushing yards.
Under.
JB?
Under.
Chris?
Who's that? Under.
I hate you.
Actually, he might have Folga. So
He might have Folga.
He got that
true.
Folga.
He's got that Folga.
You sound like a killer whale.
I'm going to go under as well.
What noises do they make?
I don't know. That's also what's scary about them. Is they're silent murderers, dude. They just pull up on you like, what up? You got any penguins on that boat? You want to see my big fin? That's literally
that's false.
That is what they do.
False narrative.
All right, next up,
Racist against fish.
DJ Chark over under
DJ Chark
33.5 receiving yards.
Ooh, I'm not gonna put money on that one, but I think he's gonna hit 33 like right on the button. Yair Alexander just held Justin Jefferson to just 14, 13 yards. He's like our ex receiver in the same spot, so I'll take the under to be safe.
All right, JB 33.5 for DJ Drama Chark.
I think I'm gonna take the over on this one. I mean, he hit the over last week, so with the ease, I think that was one bomb from Jared Goff. So this could be the exact same thing. Over.
I like it. Chris.
I love
one bomb is all it takes, baby. Give me the over.
I like it.
So hard.
Going over as well. No explanation. Just going on.
Yeah, I love it.
That's all I got. Do you have any more?
You don't think Yair's going to be guarding him?
I do, but again, it takes one catch.
Aaron Rodgers, 251.
251?
Over under.
Over! They're going to need to throw the ball because I think the Lions will shut down the run game like they did in the first game.
JB?
Under. 3 interceptions again.
Woo!
3 in a game?
Chris?
Oh, man. I'm going to go under. I'm going to go under. I think he's going to have a bad game. I'm not going to go as bold as JB, but I think he's going to, he's not going to be discounting nothing this game.
He ain't discounting no double check. I'll tell you that.
Steve Lehman, look for them to try to mimic what the Jets did. I've seen some videos of them practicing this week. They're going to target outside on the run and the bubble screens.
I like it. Well, if you have an irrational fear of dolphins and killer whales and think they'll eventually evolve into master races that will rule the earth, you might need some defense. And you can get it at Guardian Alarm because it's a new year to let Guardian Alarm offer you customized solutions from real experts. If you're trying to keep the dolphins out, our professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. So say you're scared of dolphins, they can cater to those needs. 24/7 professional monitoring. Call them anytime, day or night, and know that Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. Technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserve technology that's been proven to work. The people who have been proven to care. All you have to do to contact them to keep those killer whale and dolphin mecha hybrids out of your home is Guardian Alarm. Call them at 1-800.
They get sacked more when they pass.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
Right now and let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Custom Health Centers has helped our own Ryan Armani lose upwards of 20 pounds. Look at that transformation. That is extremely impressive.
Wow.
That's like going from a guy who sits at a desk and talks to a guy who caught 16 touchdowns in a single season in the NFL.
And guys at desk talk about him.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
A guy who doesn't return our group text anymore.
He doesn't return our group text anymore.
Guy doesn't send us memes anymore.
Pretty sad. But in all seriousness,
incredible.
Ryan Armani has lost upwards of 20 pounds thanks to the help of Custom Health Centers. You can do the same thing. All you have to do is call them at 844-789-8446. That's 844-789-8446. Call Custom Health Centers today. Don't be fat.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spinmo Rex.
Hello.
Joey K71 says he's looked up the sounds of whales, or killer whales.
That's a whale sound, right? That's the sounds whales make. Am I wrong? Right? Am I wrong? Is that accurate? Chat, let me know.
One more time.
That's a whale sound.
All right, I'm done with this.
I don't know. Killer whales might be different. They might be it's something weird, dude. But it's time for the weekly pickup segment. Our last one of the year. Who's going to be the final hot dog donor of the season?
Spencer.
Never.
I noticed you lost the pick'em this week, right? You didn't wear it.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't completely forget. You got the suit though, did you? Don't you?
Or no, actually, it might have been.
I think you forgot it, didn't you?
No, it's in my car right now. But it might have been stopped because I think you and JB both had opposite picks.
We had opposite picks
for the Bengals.
Oh,
game.
that's what happened.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Just turn the fucking Kool-Aid man.
Yeah, we had opposite.
Oh yeah, the
picks.
inside. Oh yeah.
We had opposite picks for the Bills-Bengals game.
Jesus.
So that's what it came down to.
Due to unforeseen circumstances, it didn't happen.
All right, King Horse says that's so the sound my wife makes in the bedroom. Not as excited. Bro, brush that fucking chair open.
All right, let's get into this pick. Let's get into this pick. First game, Chris.
Yeah.
We're starting with you again.
Of course.
Browns at Steelers. Who do you got?
Oof. It's a lot of players to really watch for in this game. I'm big fans of everybody's game here. I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
Steelers, JB.
That's Massage Boy.
Give me the Steelers as well.
Steelers, easy. What's the game? Browns at Steelers.
Ooh. Steelers.
Steelers. I'll go Steelers. As Vale. Next up, Chrissy Boy.
Don't call me that.
Chrissy Boy. Jets at Dolphins.
We're not doing that. Ooh. Give me the Jets.
All right, Joe Flacco and the Jets. JB?
Give me the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Wait, do they got Tua back?
Spencer.
They don't have Tua back. They got Skyler or whatever.
Idiot. Jets
or Dolphins.
No Mike White. No Tua.
That's tough.
Pooper.
Give me the Dolphins.
Dolphins. I'm also going Dolphins because they have something to play for.
F me.
Sorry, Steve.
Ask me about my Wiener. Next up, Chris. Ravens at Bengals. Who do you got?
Ooh. I'm gonna go the Bengals.
Bengals.
I'm gonna go the Bengals. They've been looking good for a while now. All right with them.
Give me the Bengals on this one.
Easy.
Who is it?
Ravens at Bengals.
Bengals.
I'm going Bengals as well, and that will be my lock of the week.
I always forget about the locks.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I was gonna lock it, but I actually saved it because
You gotta be quicker than that.
No, I saved it because are we doing that game that I said yesterday
No, we're
that
not.
got Eazy very mad?
It's not on there.
Aw.
What-
Damn,
what-
and I
what
wanted
game?
that to be my lock.
Too bad.
What game?
Rams, Seahawks.
Oh. Huh.
Eazy just got mad again.
Next
I
up,
did. I
Giants
was
at
mad.
Eagles. Chris, who do you got?
Ooh. Eagles lock.
Like that.
Damn.
Like
Gotta
that
be
one.
quicker than that, Eazy.
I'm taking the Eagles.
Jalen Hurts is probably going to play. JB,
Oh, sweet.
Eagles.
you're taking the Eagles as well, Sleeves?
Yep.
Yes, sir. I am,
what's wrong with me?
as
Wake up, buddy.
well,
We're doing a show.
taking the Eagles. Next up, Lions at Packers. Chris, who do you got?
Oh. Lions, baby. Come on.
Lions, baby.
Come on.
JB,
Give me the Lions on this one as well.
Lions, easy.
You just let Chris pick the fucking Lions, man.
Whoa, dude. At least
You
you
just
didn't
let
lock
him
it.
jinx the
Yeah.
Lions.
I didn't
Lions.
lock it.
Lions.
I hate you.
I'm going to take the Lions as well. Next up, Chris, Panthers at Saints.
Ooh. Oof. There's a lot of things to like about this game. There's a lot of things I'm gonna be focused on. But I heard Fogo was going around in Carolina, so I'm gonna take the Saints.
Probably
Probably got that Fogo.
Perfect with the beat drop.
Yeah.
JB,
Give me the Saints on this one.
easy.
Panthers.
I'm also going to go Panthers.
Shot me so I had
Chris,
to do it.
final game.
I don't think I picked any of the same things you guys picked.
Titans at Jaguars. Who do you got?
Ooh. Jaguars have been hot as of late, I heard somewhere. I'm gonna go with the Jaguars. That sounds like
for
a
the
good
division.
pick.
JB?
Oh, nice.
I'll take the Jags as well, and this will probably be my lock.
Damn.
Easy.
I'm taking the Jags. What's left to lock?
I'm taking the Jags as well. Fucking, they got Josh Dobbs starting for the Titans. You could lock Pittsburgh, Miami, Detroit, or Carolina.
Fuck me.
Yeah, it's not great pickings.
Those aren't. First person to comment in the chat, they can pick my lock.
Someone pick Easy's lock. Pittsburgh,
Except for
Miami,
Lions. Can't be Lions.
Detroit, Carolina.
So I was waiting. Whatever they say, just write
Lions.
down.
Oh, Lions.
Go.
All right, Eazy is locking the Lions.
Austin Cheek. I'm with James Houston at Pro Sports Zone getting autograph. Shout Woodward Sports Heavyweights. Let's go, Austin.
Oh yeah, bro. Austin, tell them so.
Man, I'm jealous. I
And
really
shout
wish I
out
could
to
be
our
there.
boy John Yu and
Yes, tell
Tammy
John
Chin
we said
if
what
there
up.
as well. Tell them we all said hi. Tell James Houston that's my dog, and I want him to rip Aaron Rodgers' head off. We appreciate you all.
Evan
for
says
tapping
lock
in.
Pittsburgh for me.
No, they already got the Lions.
Yep.
No, I said not the Lions.
There was 3 of them already.
Barry said no Lions.
But
I'm
you
not
said
jinxing my
Pat
team.
first.
Hey,
You did say.
I just want to say one more thing before we end the show. All right, as we enter the last pick'em for the year, that I've never been in that hot dog suit, and all you 3 motherfuckers, sorry ass losers. Ha ha! Woo!
That is true. That is factual. We appreciate you for all tapping in and watching the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. For the man to my right.
Loser, dude.
Oh, your breath stinks, bro. Speakeasy, the one and only. We got Chris Blatty, Chrissy Boy, TD Booth, and JP Smooth on the ones and twos. You almost got elbowed in the mouth. I am Spencer Exter. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll catch you guys on Monday. Let's go Lions. Get those playoffs, baby. Peace.